don't. Everything is okay. Everything is absolutely okay. Everything just is. And I know this is also something that we like to say in this community, but yeah, that's true. We had started to have a problem with things when we started labeling them as good and bad. And guess who started? Guess who did the labeling? Us. It's not like God came and said this is bad, this is good. No, we did it. We see. This is the irony of it. But religion teaches us a completely different thing. God said this is bad, this is good, and all that nonsense. That's the problem. Religion. It's also another problem. We are so brainwashed to think that there's a heaven and there's a hell for people who are going to go, if you do this, you're going to go to heaven. And if you do this, you're going to go to hell. There's no such thing as heaven and hell. Because everything is just good. Everything is just part of the creative process. It's just part of the world. It's just so many thoughts. Isn't it crazy? Isn't it crazy that the very thing that we hail as one of the things that is going to take us to heaven is the very thing that is our hell, and that is religion. Because it's religion that, well, religion didn't start it, but religion is one of the proponents of good and evil, and good and evil is the reason why we have all this shame, and okay, going back to that nothing is evil. It's safe to say that, or we can say that, I can say that shame is not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. It's just something that we created so we can slow down the process of creation. And religion is a huge proponent of inculcating shame into our society, thereby really slowing down the process of creation. So the more religious you are, and the more you have this good and evil in your system, the more time it's going to take for you to realize what you want. And then we get mad at people who are not religious and wonder why they manifest quickly, because they don't have this thing of evil, good and evil. They just see everything as fair game. There's no such thing as, well, this is bad, this is good. No, this is what I want, and this is what I'm going to do to get it. There's no such thing as this is bad or this is evil. So they get it easily and they get it quickly, because they've managed to remove the things that slow down the process of creation, which is shame and fear. So what was I supposed to talk about? I was supposed to talk about the illusion of loss, which is also another part of fear. But it's also going back to the origin, before fear happened. If we remember who we were, that we used to create at warp speed, and we didn't have any fear or shame, then and we understood the process of creation, which is creation happens from the inside out. It happens from our thought, the thoughts that we have, then which gets turned into a desire, and then we continue to have more and more thoughts about it. We continue to affirm it, make it real, make it true until it manifests. And as we're doing that, we're feeling good about our thoughts, we're feeling good about our desires, we are joyful, we're joyful about everything, including the contrast that we experience, which is also part of the human experience. Because we understand that the contrast is necessary to give us a desire. We were born into a contrasting environment so we can have a desire, which is opposite from that. So we understand that everything in the world conspires to strengthen our desire, to make our desires more potent. So then we don't have a problem with anything. And we also understand that there is no loss, because everything that you have manifested, your car, your house, your spouse, your kids, it came from you. It came from your thoughts and from your desires. You created your field. It happened from the inside to be projected on the screen of the universe. And so when we really, really know that, we know that you don't lose anything, because everything was created from you, from the inside. So if those things get taken away, you can create them again. It's only when we believe that things are given to us from the outside in, that's when we are fearful. That's when we are fearful of losing and not getting back, because we think that someone outside of us gave them to us. And so therefore, if they're taken away by that person, then we can't get them back, because we don't have the capacity, we don't have the power to create those things. See, it all comes back again to forgetting who we are as creator beings, and forgetting the process of creation. Once we remember who we are and remember how we create, then there's no fear of anything. There's no fear of loss. There's no fear of nothing. There's no shame. Because we understand how we create. We understand, and that's everything in the world has been set up to make us forget that. And this is also the other part of the amnesia that I realized this morning. It's part of the amnesia, so that we could fully immerse ourselves into this human experience, because if we continuously remember that we are gods and we can create quickly, then we are not going to enjoy this human experience, when we are not going to enjoy the process of seeing how our thoughts unfold. And so we set this all up. We are the ones who created this. We are the ones who created this world where we will forget who we are, where we will forget how we create, and how we create, and what we how we create, and the process of creation. And we set up this world to put the 3D manifestations right in front of us all the time, so we can forget, we can keep looking at reality and forget that actually the 3D, the true creative force is inside of me. It's not out there. We created this. We created this illusion. We are the ones who did this. This is no, there's no victimhood there. We created this. We wanted to experience this, and we created it in a way that it would seem real, even though we know it's an illusion. But we created it in a way that it would seem real, and we put factors in place that would make it seem that we have adversity, and the adversity, there's no value in the adversity. That's what most of us think, that there's no value in adversity. But the value in adversity is that it strengthens my belief, and it also makes me specify my belief more. When I don't know, when I experience something I don't want, now I know what I want, and I keep what's the word? I keep honing in more and more and more. At first the my desire was like a general desire. Okay, I'm getting it. At first my desire was a general desire. I wanted the whole world. Well, I wanted as far as I can see, as far as I can be, and all that. And then contrast, is what helps me make it more and more specific. The more um, the more contrast I have, the more I'm able to be more and more specific. The more I'm able to hone in on what it is that I specifically want, and then finally it manifests. So I start out with generality, with being like wanting, with feeling love, feeling desire, feeling abundant, feeling joy, feeling good, knowing that feeling good, the general feelings, the general feelings of feeling good, feeling abundant. So the general feeling of feeling good, if that gets more and more specific, that can go to anything. That can be, the more specific it becomes, it can finally become, I don't know, buying a car. Yeah, because or maybe being in a relationship, having a spouse, because I just want to feel good. Even though feeling good is like is a general feeling, and it encompasses everything. The feeling of abundance, like feeling flow, feeling abundant. Feeling abundant means feeling open, feeling flow, feeling ease, feeling that everything is available, feeling feeling certain, feeling certain, feeling certain, feeling abundance, yeah, ease, flow, certainty, open, lightness, knowing, So the feeling of abundance too is a general feeling, and then it's contrast makes it hone in. Contrast enables me to hone it in, hone it in, and hone it, and it can come again to making more money, just wanting to make more money, because I want that feeling. I want that feeling of being able to buy whatever I want to, being able to have money coming in and going out with flow and ease, being able to be wherever I want to be when I want to be there. All that falls under abundance, but it starts with a general feeling. So that's where it starts then. So we start off being, feeling good. That's how we started. Like Gaia with imagination. Started off being in our imagination, creating general feelings, of feeling good, creating general states of being. States of being or states of general states. Let's just say general states. That's how we started as gods when we were in the spiritual world. We started off with feeling good, just feeling good, feeling abundant, feeling joy, feeling satisfaction, and then we wanted to hone those feelings in and specify them, make them specific. Yeah, we wanted to hone in and make them specific, but we couldn't do that in that realm, because that's the realm of just feeling. It's the realm of feeling, the realm of being, the realm of have you removed the picture? What's wrong with these men? Feeling yeah, that's how we start off. Okay, I'm gonna have to turn you off because I'm trying to channel here. Is it still red? Okay. What is this guy? Like fire. I mean, it's a Christmas present. You looked great. Right. That's how we started off as gods, creating general states of being, state of the state of being abundant, the state of feeling good, states of feeling good, states of feeling joy, states of feeling joy, states of feeling love. And then we wanted to make those feelings specific. Like, that's not a word. Make them concrete, yeah, but also like make them into like toys. Make them into toys, physical toys, literally, so we can play with them. We wanted to make them into toys so we can play with them. That's it. So it's about play. So the general feeling of abundance, the toys that we wanted were the toys of, everything is toys anyway. They're all toys anyway. Car, house, our kids, our spouses, they're all, because we play with them. We are in relationship with them. So it's all like play. Okay. So we wanted to create them into specific toys so we could play with them in this great game of 3D consciousness. And contrast is the pusher that helps us specify or concretize our desires into these specific toys. Okay. Interesting. And so we came down to the 3D world that's why we came. We just came to play, really. So it's all a game. It's all a game of consciousness. It's all a game of, it's a game. That's what I need to immerse myself into. deeply that it's a game, it's a game, it's a game. Because now, even though I know the process of creation, see, when I believe in the illusions of, when I make the illusions of fear and shame real and true, that's when I cannot see it as a game, because I created it. I also was part of the as part of the creators that created. We all created this together. You know, this is not a. It's not a. It's not an accident. I know I keep repeating that, but it's important that we know this. We were not victims. We were not victims who were hoodwinked or who were. That's what I used to think too. I used to think that the gods, the demi-urgent gods, created this game to try to set us up. And yeah, we did. We did set ourselves up in the I wanted to say in the worst way, but it's not in the worst way. It's in the perfect way to create this game. It's a shame. It's not really a shame that I wanted to say it's a shame that we forgot, but it's not really a shame because forgetting was essential. Forgetting that we were gods and we know how to create at warp speed was essential for us to be able to descend. I'm guessing that was the agreement that we had to make. In order for you to go, you have to forget that you're a god. That's number one. That's the first agreement. Number two, we have to play with the game. You're gonna become fearful and you're gonna have a little bit of shame. That's when the descent happened. That's the Adam and Eve story. And also, what is it again? You're gonna have contrast. You're gonna play with contrast. And you're gonna have to suspend judgment. Yeah. So, but it all came from the amnesia. It all came from the forgetting who we were, because it's in forgetting who we were that we are able to suspend judgment. It's in forgetting who we were that we are able to believe that fear and shame are true and are real. And it is also in forgetting who we were and forgetting the process of creation that we believe in the illusion of loss, that we lose things because we think we get things from the outside. We get them from somebody else, that some God somewhere gives them to us. Again, religion. Pray to the God to give it to you. No, it's not the God that gives it to you. It's you. It comes from you. You're the one that creates it with your thoughts that continue to be concretized into a specific one. First, starting off with a general desire, like I want to feel good. That's all I want. I want to feel good. I want to feel good. I want to feel good. I want to feel abundant. I want to feel joy. I want to feel love. I am being love. I am being joy. I am being abundant. I know that everything that comes to me by me, not from the outside. It comes to me from the thoughts I create. So I start off with a general desire, and then contrast helps me define. That's the word. It's not specify. Contrast helps me define specifically what feeling, or what toy that would be, and what feeling it goes to regenerate in me. But it all goes to feeling good anyway. So yeah, what's the feeling of money? The feeling of money comes under the feeling of abundance. Having money means having the resources to play, the game, the resources to be wherever I want to be, the resources to do what I want to be, the resources to buy what I want to buy, to feel open, to feel Okay, I think that